All right, today we're jumping into a classic Korean folktale. It's a story all about love, loss, and what happens when you break one tiny but super important promise.
So, let me ask you this. What if just one little promise was the only thing standing between you and total happiness? This story, which comes from Korea's Gimgangsan Mountains, really dives into that idea. Our main character is this kind but pretty lonely woodcutter. And his story, well, it's all about magical rules, big secrets, and you guessed it, the huge consequences of breaking those rules.
So, let's get into it. It all kicks off with a simple act of kindness. But this one small act, oh my man, it sets off this whole magical and, spoiler alert, tragic chain of events.
So picture this. Our woodcutter is out in the forest, and he sees this deer just tearing through the trees, a hunter hot on its tail. He does the right thing, right? He hides the deer and saves its life. And for that good deed, the deer, being no ordinary deer, offers him something in return. Not just any old thing, but the one thing he wants more than anything else in the world, the secret to finding a wife.
Now, the deer's instructions are, well, they're super specific. This isn't just friendly advice, it's like a magical recipe. Step 1, go to the mountain pond when the moon is full. Step 2, fairies are going to be bathing there, so you got to hide the wing robe of one of them. And step 3, and this is a big one, you absolutely cannot give that robe back until you have 3 kids. Not 1, not 2, but 3. This rule is everything. It's literally the one thing that will either make or break his entire future. Okay, so the woodcutter has this wild, kind of sketchy plan from a talking deer. And you know what? He's gonna do it. His lonely life is about to get a major shakeup because that very night, he puts the plan into motion.
And he follows the instructions to a T. He stakes out the pond, waits for the fairies to show up from the sky, and bam, he grabs one of their magical wing robes. Just like that, one of them can't fly home. She's stranded. So what does he do? He comforts her, brings her back to his place, and, well, one thing leads to another. They fall in love, and they get married.
And for a while, it's perfect. I mean, genuinely happy. They have 2 kids, a beautiful family, and all this time, the woodcutter remembers the rule. He keeps that wing robe hidden away, safe and sound. It really seems like the deer's crazy plan actually worked.
But here's the thing about happiness that's built on a secret, right? Especially a secret involving a stolen magical robe. It's fragile, and it's about to crack. All it's going to take is one moment of weakness, one bad call, for this whole perfect life to just fall apart.
You know, years go by, and the fairy starts to get really, really homesick. I mean, can you blame her? She misses her family, her home up in the sky. One day, the woodcutter finds her just crying her eyes out, and seeing his wife so sad, his heart just breaks for her. And right there, he makes a decision. It comes from a good place, from compassion, but oh boy, is it a disaster.
And you can almost hear him thinking it, right? It's been so long, we have 2 kids now, we're happy, surely it's fine. The deer's warning, that was for back then. He totally talks himself into believing that just showing her the robe for a second would be a nice, harmless thing to do, just to make her feel better.
And that right there, that's his huge mistake. The rule was so simple, so absolute. Wait for 3 children. But they only had 2. This is that classic storybook problem, isn't it? His human heart, his pity for his wife, goes up against this cold, hard, magical law. He forgot that magic doesn't care about almost. He broke the one rule he was given.
The instant she puts that robe on, it's over. Her fairy powers are back. She doesn't even hesitate. She scoops up one kid in each arm and just flies, straight up, back to the sky. And the woodcutter? He's just left there, standing on the ground, totally alone. His whole world gone just like that. So now he's completely crushed, right? He thinks he's lost everything for good. But just when it looks like it's all over, he gets another shot. A totally unexpected, miraculous second chance. And it comes from a familiar face.
Yep, the deer shows up again, one last time. It tells him, hey, don't give up yet. Apparently, the heavens are going to send down something called a duraback, which is basically a bucket on a rope to pull him all the way up into the sky so he can be with his family again.
And what do you know? The bucket comes. He gets in, and up he goes. Into the sky world. He finds his wife, he finds his kids, and it's this amazing, happy reunion. For a little while, everything is back to being perfect. But even in heaven, he can't stop thinking about Earth. There's this little worry that starts nagging at him. What about his mom? His poor elderly mother, left all by herself. He just wants to see her one more time, which, is totally understandable. But this one last wish, this is what's going to lead to the story's final, absolutely tragic ending. And this time, there are no do-overs.
So he gets to go. But there's a catch. Of course there's a catch. His wife gets him a heavenly horse to fly down on, but she gives him a new rule. And it's another simple, absolute one. Whatever you do not touch the ground. Your feet cannot touch the earth. So he flies down, sees his mom, and she is just ecstatic to see him. She immediately runs off to make him his favorite thing to eat, a big, hot bowl of pumpkin porridge. Now the woodcutter remembers the rule. He stays on the horse, he doesn't get off, he just leans down to take the bowl from her. And then, it happens. It's a total accident, a clumsy handoff, and in a split second, disaster. The hot porridge spills right onto the back of the horse.
The horse freaks out, right? It's shocked by the heat, and it rears up. The woodcutter can't hold on, and he's thrown off. He hits the ground, and the second his feet touch the earth, it's over. The horse just takes off, flying straight back to the sky without him. He's stranded on Earth for good.
The legend says the poor guy was just heartbroken. He spent the rest of his life just staring at the sky, crying for the family he could never get back to. And when he died, he was reborn as a rooster. And that's why, the story goes, you see roosters climb up somewhere high, like a fence or a roof, and crow at the sky. They're crying out for the heaven they lost.
And that leaves us with a pretty heavy question, doesn't it? What's the real tragedy here? Is it that he lost heaven? Or is it knowing that he lost it all because of his own mistakes? He broke two simple promises, and it cost him everything. It's just this haunting reminder that sometimes the biggest, happiest things in our lives can be shattered by one small mistake.